Hey y'all, welcome back to yet another direct action gaming session. My name is Sean, and we are picking up right where we left off with the Tale of Gordon. Gordon the Ghoul, Gordon the Bastard, Gordon the Greedy Ghoul. Is he a man? Yes, he's a man. He just happens to be a ghoul. Gordon's a greedy man. Anyway, so last time we did suss out some information about the rebel slaves. So that allowed us to advance to the next stage of the story, more or less, in which Gordon is now trying to get to the bridge, which is up in the northern section of the map here, and that means we're going to have to travel across the dangerous section here to get there. And currently Mr. Gutsy is guarding the bridge, we might say. So there is all that. Also, I kind of realized in that last fight at the end of the last video, the ghoul sort of, I should say, the glowing one that we fought sort of canceled out whatever damage it did. So sure, it did do two points of normal damage, but since Gordon is a ghoul, and the glowing one does rad damage as well, that kind of healed us for 2 points. So the glowing one was smacking us around and making us feel better at the same time. So that was pretty. that's pretty cool. We almost might want to not kill the thing so it can just keep healing us or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what happened. As I said, we are trying to make our way to the bridge, so let's just keep doing that. Also on the agenda, side quests are crack open the Vault 84. I don't know if that's going to happen. We've just passed Red Rocket Station. We didn't do that. The other option is to go all the way back to Vault 84. It's kind of looking like that might not happen. If we encounter a Radroach at some point, though, Totally Rad will allow us to help Moira complete her Wasteland Survival Guide. And that is literally the only option we have. We can kill a Radroach, but we cannot suffer rad damage as a ghoul. So, I mean, technically we do, but like we don't take rads. It just heals us, as far as I'm aware. This little card says your HP maximum is 12. When you would suffer rad damage, recover that amount of HP instead. So yeah, we just do not suffer any kind of rad damage. So I guess what we're going to start with is an explore. We're going to reveal this tile of the map to see what's there. We have the tower. That is a level 3 settlement. Okay. And there is a Raider Scum just above it. Alright, so that was one action. We did an explore. Yeah, we no longer have anything that requires us to be at a settlement to do. We just have to kind of make it to the bridge. We don't have an awful lot of caps either. We only have 4 caps. Yeah, Gordon's pockets are pretty light at the moment. We got Psycho and we got 4 caps. Okay, I'm thinking what we do here is we did an explore and we can also, I guess, move 1, 2 to be here, and that will put us in a position to explore more of the dangerous tiles next turn. Although, I think probably I'm going to do a camp and then explore. Because we can get our HP back, we can get well rested back, and we can also unexhaust Psycho, I believe. Yes, we can, because we're not addicted. We don't have to pay a cap to unexhaust it this time. So, okay, let's draw another agenda card, and we do get creature, so this means, let's see, there's a mole rat that moves up, and then we have a couple of stingwings in this space that move into the same space as the glowing one. And the bloatfly will move, I guess, to this space right here with the looter. And that's what happened there. Alright. So, like I said, probably what I'm going to do is start with a camp. Camp action, I should say. We get 3 hit points back, putting us back to full health. We unexhaust the Psycho that's in our inventory. And we get well rested back. And those are all good things. So the next action, I think, is to reveal this tile that's in between us and the bridge. And that is yet another level 3 settlement. That's Pendleton Estate. And we have a monster right next to us as well, which is a Deathclaw. Surprise! So we're going to have to try to avoid him, I guess. I don't even have any weapons, and Deathclaws are aggressive. And if you watched my last Capital Wasteland series, well, they pack a real punch. They sure do. So, yeah. We did a camp and an explorer, so that is this turn. Oh boy, we've got 2 agenda cards left, which means we're almost at that point again where the rebel slaves are going to catch up to the slavers. That's probably going to happen because we have to get to the bridge and do a test to try and advance the story again. It's an intelligence and luck test of 4. Anyway, agenda card says star and robot. Okay, so we don't have stars on the map at the moment, but we do have Mr. Gutsy, and he moves into this space outside of Pendleton Estate. That's what happens there. Alright, so next turn, I kind of think... Alright, so what we have here is difficult terrain outside of Pendleton Estate. So that'll take 1 entire action to, like, move into that. I mean, what I might be able to do is just move into this space with the Deathclaw and also explore, and then I would still have 1 movement point to... No, see, if I do that, that starts a fight with the Deathclaw immediately. I mean, I can't always move... Gordon could always just swim up the river, basically. It is a space. I could move into it. I could go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then be at the bridge. Let's do that. We'll just do that. I can move 1, 2. That's 1 move. And again, since we're a ghoul, we do not take rad damage. But we are at full ghoul HP at the moment, 12, so we're going to move 1, 2. So yeah, Gordon straight up just swam down the river to get to the bridge, basically, and or moved across down the coastline, I guess. I don't know. We are at the bridge now. And now we have to pull the final card, which is Humanoid. That means we have the Raider Scum moving up. We have the Looter. We're going to say the Looter moves to this space, I suppose. I don't... Yeah, we have Raider Psycho would, I guess, move to this space right here. There's 2 Stingwings, Raider Psycho, and a glowing one, all in the same space. And that's what happens there. And we have to move the Rebel Slaves up once again. So they are also tied with the Slavers. And I think I'm going to need to move this closer to me here so I can see properly. Wow. Okay, so Rebel Slaves hit even harder now. They get an extra 3 damage. Because it's saying X equals 3 for this portion of the power track. Rebel Slaves are not messing around. Oh, gosh. Okay, so there's that. We now need to reshuffle the agenda deck. After having done that, time has advanced upon us once again, my friends. We still have a ways to go here before either of these factions reaches the end of the power track, though. So, I guess without further ado, we're going to start this next turn, which is going to be a quest action. Just out of morbid curiosity, I'm going to check real quick for quest actions, because I'm at least mildly curious. Some objectives are marked with a vault door icon indicating that you must perform a quest action to complete that objective after you have fulfilled the requirements. If there are no enemies in your space, you can perform a quest action to complete that quest. When you fulfill the objective's requirements, no action is necessary. Yeah. As far as I can tell, each objective has its own. Some might provide, might list specific actions. Yeah, it's not saying you can only do one quest action in a location. That is an encounter. You can only do one encounter in a space. You cannot spam encounters. Okay, quest actions, though, you can do those all day long. Now, with that in mind, we're going to start here with a quest action for the bridge. We're going to assist in the construction of Haven's fortifications. That's an intelligence and luck test of 4. Now, we do have well rested, and we do have luck. So we get possibly 2 rerolls here. I turned it. Roll, and we get... Oh gosh, we get it right off the bat. We get 4 points. Boom. Gordon is clever and resourceful, apparently. But since... I guess he's just lucky. We're going to say the stuff that he needed was just happened to be lying around. So, what a lucky guy. He helps build the fortifications at the bridge, and this means some things are going to happen. So... we can now move shield forward 2 spaces. 1, 2. All right. Shield. The slavers are now well ahead of the rebel slaves. And we place a shield at the bridge. All right. And we also place 2 stars at the mill. So rebel slaves have been radicalized. They are gearing up for a fight. Alright, we also get 3 XP, and we stage a couple new cards. Alright, so 1 and 2 is going to put us at the beginning of the XP track, and so now we are underneath Perception. And we level up from that. Okay, we have leveled up, yo. Anyway, 2 chips. And they are Perception, which we already have. Oh, okay. We get 2 Ps. We already have Perception. We started the game with it. So this means we get to choose 1 Perception perk. Which, okay, Night Person might come in handy. Because this does kind of allow us to teleport anywhere on the map and also perform an action once we get there. It says then you may perform a fight, quest, or encounter action. That's kind of cool. I'm leaning towards that. What is the other Perception? That is Sniper. Well, we're not taking this one. I guess it's going to be Night Person. Although Sniper is pretty awesome if we had a gun, which we don't. Gordon is rolling with his fists since he broke his pipe wrench trying to kill that glowing one. It's fine, though. The glowing one just kind of, made us feel better. Anyway, discard to be a sniper. Until the end of your turn, you can target any enemy on the map when you fight using a ranged weapon. The enemy does not inflict any damage at all. Okay, that's... We just get to take out any enemy on the map. Just poof. That's pretty cool. Night Person, though, that's what we get. We're getting that, we're keeping that, and we might need to use it to teleport somewhere and be able to do a thing in just no time at all. That could come in handy. But, alright, so we leveled up. We placed the faction enemies. Let's see. And we stayed 65 and 107. So let's grab 65. War. What the heck? Did I start the timer? Did I not? Oh, no. I didn't start the timer. No. Let's just do a 15-minute timer then. Great. Okay, so war, and what's the other one? It is 107. We're going to take it from here. 107 is... Brotherhood airship arrives. Oh, gosh. What the heck does that mean? I mean, I assume a Brotherhood airship is going to arrive, but... Anyway, so Fires of Revolution, we toss that. That is in the box now. It's gone. We now have War and Brotherhood airship arrives. So let's check out this stuff. Still have one action left, by the way. War. The system is collapsing. The peace and security that the slavers have enjoyed for years is crumbling. Well, that's interesting. It kind of sounds like they're losing, even though I've been doing everything I can to help them. Everywhere the oppressed are rising up. I can't really blame them, actually. Okay, so it says each survivor takes 1 shield and 1 star, starting with the first player. Place shield at a settlement and the star at a wasteland location. No 2 survivors can place a token in the same space. Alright. So since we're rolling solo, I guess that means we take 1 shield and 1 star. We place a shield at any settlement, and we place a star at any wasteland location. We can just choose where to place these things. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see what the deal is now. We have 2 options. Squash the rebellion or secure freedom for all. And it's basically killing the faction enemies for the most part. So, yeah, we're adding an extra star to the map at any wasteland location. And to make things easier on myself, I guess, I'm going to just put one at the bridge. Because I can do that. That's a wasteland location. And we place a shield at any settlement. It doesn't matter where, I guess, because shields don't really do anything. So we're just placing one at Pendleton Estate. But we now need to kill all the stars, and that will advance the slaver agenda quite a bit. All right, cool. So that was that. Gotta track down them stars. And let's see, Brotherhood airship arrives. Having received information about strange occurrences, the Brotherhood has sent one of their airships to the wasteland. Place a quest marker on any space of the starting tile. I guess that's Crossroads Camp. This is the Brotherhood airship. At the end of each round, the airship moves 1 space towards the highest level robot on the map, and that would be Mr. Gutsy. We have 2 options. Help gather local technology for analysis. Kill any robot. Option 2, that airship looks like it has some pretty fancy gear on board. Ooh. We can teleport to the airship and try to steal some shit. Oh my gosh, and it says we could gain power armor from it. We even have charisma, agility, and luck. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so we have an airship now right here, and the airship is going to be moving 1 space per turn towards Mr. Gutsy, basically. Interestingly enough, it really doesn't say what happens when the airship actually reaches the robot. It just says we either kill a robot to help them get some analysis. That's going to give us another agenda card. Or we could steal some shit from them. We'd get a T60E power armor. We'd also be staging some new cards. And we don't get an agenda card for that. Try to keep that in mind. Okay, so I guess the next thing we want to do is start a fight with this rebel slave that just suddenly appeared on the bridge. The oppressed are rising up, and we're going to squash them. No, y'all don't get to be free. How am I going to make any money that way, Cisco? Alright, so here's a fight. We're starting a fight with a rebel slave. We need torso and or arms. And the rebel slave is going to be doing 3 damage, no matter what. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We do get a torso, and we get some arms. Cool. I think what this means is I can just use this torso to take down the rebel slave. We do take some damage because it just says during a fight inflict X additional damage. Yeah, we're going to say rebel slaves just inflict auto damage, just like when someone uses a ranged weapon in an adjacent space. So we take 3 hit points of damage, but we do take down the rebel slave, and that gives us 1 XP. Alright, so we get 1 XP, but we take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Rebel slave is dead. Remove that star. We are just a little bit closer to squashing the rebellion, aren't we? Okay, so that's what happened there. Now we draw another agenda card. And, okay, so we've got Star and Mutant. So the rebels are on the move, and we still don't have any mutants, so the rebels just move closer to us, which makes it easier for us to kill them, I guess. Yeah, they move to this space. Boom. Okay, cool. So that's what happens there, and I guess what we're probably almost certainly going to do is we'll move... Let's see, 1, 2. That'll take us right to that space with those rebel slaves. And since they are aggressive, we immediately start a fight. If we take them both out, we basically win the game. Let's see. Right now, we have 3 agenda... plus, our security cards give us 2 bonus agenda. So, unfortunately, one of a kind doesn't give us any extra influence. Okay. So, 3 plus 4, basically. Math. That's 7. Okay. Now, if we push the slavers, like, it says 3 extra spaces, that means we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would be plus 5 per security card. That does mean we basically win the game. I guess we can potentially win the game right now if we move into this space with the rebel slaves, and we'll just kill them, and the game will end. Huh. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, move. Alright, so we start this fight with the rebel slaves. We do need to actually kill them both for the game to end, though, so let's not get too excited. We're going to do a fight with the first rebel slave. Let's see here. We're going to need torso and or arms. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, we get what we need. We are going to take 4 damage. But we do take out the rebel slaves. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. 1 rebel slave is gone, though. And then we do the fight for the next one. All right. So let's see here. I don't know, this might kill us. This rebel slave might kill us. I don't know. Let's see what happens with these rolls, shall we? We need arms and or torso. We do get arms. We just need one hit. Rebel Slave will do 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means Gordon would be almost dead, but he would still be alive. And he would take out the Rebel Slave. So the Rebel Slave would be gone. Let's see. I can't even recall. Yeah, okay. I don't think I gave myself XP for the last one, but I don't know if it matters. Our XP is at the end, so we almost level up. We take this one out. And it doesn't say we get anything for doing this other than like drastically increasing the agenda, the slaver agenda. And that does mean that we have now just won the game. So we definitely beat this game a lot quicker than I thought we would have. And we sure didn't get a lot of money for Gordon. He still only has 4 caps, but I'm going to assume that squashing the rebellion and aiding the slavers means that they're going to do the right thing and shower him in caps, right? Right? They're definitely not going to just screw him over and kill him or anything, right? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Cool. Well, this story is over. That was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So what I had initially planned on doing was this, and then I was kind of thinking of doing Zombicide next, potentially. Getting back into Zombicide would be awesome. I am very hyped for that. It's been a long time since I've done a Zombicide video on this channel. I might as well just delete this timer right now. It's almost over anyway. So yeah, I was kind of thinking about doing Zombicide. I just need to finish painting up like the car tokens, and there's a few extra things that I would like to finish as well. Hopefully I can get that done before... Well, before this video airs, which will be Friday. Yeah, on Monday, I suppose, right? So I guess I have maybe about a half a week to try and finish up the Modern Zombicide stuff. But point is, I was thinking about doing the next mission, which is going to be Small Town, and I'm going to try and do it in a similar fashion to how I did this one. I'm going to come up with like a unique title. I'm going to sort of jazz things up a bit. I'm going to like change the rules somewhat to make it more like intense and sort of especially thematic. I want to have like something of a background story going like I did for this one a little bit. Yeah, we're going to try to handle it like that, and we're also going to do like an episodic thing for that, much like I did for this one. We're going to try that out and see how that works, rather than like how I was doing Zombicide, which was just like just starting a mission and just recording and just keeping it going until, you know, the whole thing was over. But we're going to try to do sessions this time, see how that works. Blah, 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 blah. So, well, you know, if y'all are still here, if y'all are still listening, as usual, I want to thank you for making it to the end of the video here. And besides my plans for what I'm going to do next, I might as well mention, if you're new here and you like what I'm doing, that's cool. There are ways that you can help beyond just the usual YouTube stuff of just clicking the things like subscribe and or, you know, put down a comment. if you have some feedback and whatnot. For example, such as like, do you like the episodic content, or would you like more long form videos and whatnot? Let me know what kind of games you would like to see and all that other jazz. Point out mistakes that I've made, blah, 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 blah. Beyond all that, in the description, there is a way to donate financially to the channel if you would like to. I do have a Ko-fi page. You can throw me a few bucks there if you want. You know, as a bit of a tip for doing a good job, I suppose. I also have a gallery of all the models that I have painted. They will be on my Ko-fi. I'm going to try to update that even more, because I definitely noticed last time when I was looking at it, I really haven't actually taken pictures of all the stuff that I have painted. So I need to like take more pictures of my sort of zombicide catalog, as it were, of all the things that I've already done, and try to put that stuff in the gallery as well. In addition to Ko-fi, I am also on Blue Sky. That's kind of like Twitter, basically, and I use that for, like, you know, spamming out updates on another social media platform, and, you know, just letting people know what I'm working on for the channel, and just all kinds of jazz. So if you want to see that, head on over there. Blue Sky is pretty cool. Just check out Blue Sky if you haven't already, and I am there. See what I'm up to. And I don't know, beyond all that, there really isn't that much more to say. I guess I'm going to see y'all when I get that next Zombicide thing ready to go. And y'all are going to see some more Zombicide. We are still going to be doing some more Fallout, because I also have some ideas for a few more scenarios that I would like to do. We are nearing the end of Fallout, though. There's really only 4 scenarios for Fallout, so there's not an awful lot of stuff that I can do with it, other than like maybe doing some more like co-op sessions and whatnot, like the one that I did with my cousin. That's another video that you might watch if you haven't already, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. And I'ma see y'all in the next thing. Take it easy and take care of each other.